Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away. Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away.
Welcome everybody back to episode 4 of Stranger Damies here. We are halfway done our session here, so those of you on Twitch, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, so let's get into the recap real fast. You guys met with Jome Antana, the mayor of Emberberg, and he basically laid out what the six are in terms of locations and their like names and stuff like that. Basically just an info dump for you guys to know while traversing this area. We found you guys enjoying the drinks and food of the Vivid Fire, while Magnus kept Lon, the Beast, one of the six, in a cage in the basement. You were able to, after some discussion on exactly what you guys wanted to do, you attended the relighting ceremony, something that, according to Jome, has not happened in 300 years, and he was able to throw a perfect spiral of a crystal into the fire pit and lit everything up. And you guys got to see Emberberg as Rex had known it when he came through on a tour. You guys headed inside the Vivid Fire. Partied with the local townsfolk. Baragon swept the room to make sure there wasn't any issues with him and Barris's accommodations. Surreal checked out to see if she knew anybody, and Rex and Iggy attempted to hold down the beer pong table, but kind of failed miserably at that. Ignatius retired early for the evening. Rex figured out a new twist on the spell Mage Hand, and has that information written down for Surreal to hand on over so that she will be able to use that in the future. He cleared out the bar, said bye to Jome, and you guys went off to bed. So you awaken. It is the morning, and you guys sort of come down one by one. Anything you guys want to discuss before heading on out?
Has the town kind of gone back to normal? Is there more people around?
Yeah. Give me a perception check as you look out the window.
Sure. Great. 12.
12? That's perfectly fine. You just look out the window from you and Barris's room, and you see that there are a lot more people milling about, probably dozens of people. You only saw maybe 2 or 3, and they were mainly, the quote-unquote scientists of the town that were investigating why the lights were out. Now you see more normal townsfolk. You see people carting vegetables and fruit from, the general store to their homes, and sort of, it looks like a normal town, a lot more vibrant and than the time you walked in a few days ago here.
Okay. Before I leave, I would like to go to the general store.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to do anything or talk to anyone?
Is there a weapon shop?
Yes.
I'd like to go there.
Okay.
I follow where Barry goes.
I'll go with Ignatius.
Okay, and Rex?
Yeah, I don't have anything in particular I want to do. I guess I'll go to the weapon shop as well.
Okay. Alright, so we'll deal with the probably the shorter thing first, and also to be the easiest way to instigate my new way of you paying for things in this game. So we'll go to the general store with Barry and Barris. You guys walk in. It's your normal general store. You can get, any kind of knickknacks, items. This is also where you would, if there was a wizard in your party, where you would get any of your spell components and stuff like that. But you don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Was there anything in particular you're looking for in the general store, Barry?
Yes, I'm looking for two things. One, I'm looking for any kind of anything that goes over the ears. Any kind of like earmuff,
Okay.
possibly, or just like earplugs, something along those lines.
Yeah. So you walk up, you see there is a half elf standing behind the counter there. Long silver hair, just in regular plain peasant's outfit, like a light gray, maybe, closer to a light charcoal sort of. Nothing spectacular about it. Walks up and goes, you said you're looking for something to sort of cover or plug the ears, you say?
Yeah. Do you have earmuffs, earplugs, anything along those lines? And do you also have... I'm just doing quick counting. 1, 2, 3... I believe 4. Do you have 4 pairs of glasses? Just like regular glasses?
He thinks for a second. He's like, well... Let's solve problem 1. I do have these, and he pulls out some like cotton sort of, material, and he's like, well, these are usually used to sort of for dabbing medicines and stuff on the wounds, but I'm assuming you could use them to sort of plug the ears as well. They're kind of a thick, cotton wool sort of material. So if you want to give these a try, I can give them to you for about 1 gold piece. And,
yeah, that'll do just fine.
Yeah, and it's like a giant bag of you would, in our world, you would get cotton balls at a supermarket, sort of thing, like a pouch full of them. So, and he's like, yeah, and give me a perception check. Or no, actually, or whichever one you're better at, perception or investigation.
Perception. I'll do that. 22.
22. Great. You notice while looking over these items as they're handed to you that if you wanted to infuse them with some type of spell, you could.
Perfect.
Just look through your spells and see if there's anything that could help deafen or anything that you might be able to help with these. And she says glasses. She's like, I got, and she sort of pulls up a basket and she goes, oh, I have some spectacles here, and it's sort of, normal rim glasses like this. And then you also see, and then I got these, and there's some rubber leather goggles, and she's like, sort of a mishmash in here. Do you have any preference that you want to grab?
No, it's just I just need glasses. Goggles are fine as well. I just need 4 pair.
Okay. So she goes, all right. So I think the best thing to do is, she's like, I have a lot of leftover, and she hands you 2 leather goggle sort of things. You can tell were probably from the people that worked in the mine here. Sort of their way to keep the dust and dirt out while they were digging for the crystals. And she goes, just for fun, and she hands you a glasses that are sort of circular. The frame, the lens part of the frame, and then another one is 2 real thick, big, Coke bottle sort of lenses, for at least one of us in the chat, sort of like those old Joe Paterno glasses. that he would wear. And she's like, these are probably the best in shape I have. Everything else would probably need a little bit of work done to it. I can give them to you for about, let's say, 5 gold pieces each.
And there's 4 a pair.
Yeah, so it's 20 gold pieces.
These will work just fine. Thank you so much.
Well, one of those pairs looks like you'd be able to turn a blind eye to certain things, if you know what I mean.
I think they'll serve their purpose for what I need them for. I'll give you the good pair.
I don't believe. I think I know what you're gonna do with these, Barry, and I don't believe I need them.
Well, I think the others might.
I believe so too. Mark, I just want to look around the room. Also, that was a Joe Paterno joke.
I know, I got
by
it.
the way. I just want to look around the shop to see if there's anything that might, as someone that's a little higher class, upper class, would be something gaudy or something that looks expensive that just strikes my eye.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
It's an 18.
18. So you notice 2 things in the room. You notice a very, looks like a long flowing material that you notice that you could fasten into a cape if you wanted to wear a cape. It's very... your eye is drawn to it because you can tell the material is very expensive, but you're unsure if they know how expensive the material is. And you notice that, and then you notice they, in terms of, were you looking for anything in particular before I name the second thing?
No.
No. Okay.
Not at all.
You notice also what looks like a giant, like a bunch of like gold rings and stuff like that, like very high class stuff in terms of that. You see, it might have just been, things that were discarded or lost and found, or your thought process being from where you come from is you don't think these people know how great this stuff is.
Okay.
So.
Do I want Varys to wear a cape? That's the question. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab the cape and I suppose the rings. Like, excuse me, shopkeep. This here material seems like it could be of use for something. Maybe to fashion to some sort of neckerchief or anything like that. What do you got for this? What are you going for?
Oh, this. Let's say 100 gold pieces for it.
Do I expect that to be around the going price, or what do I?
You're kind of cheap.
What's my reaction to that?
That's
cheap.
No, you're kind of like you don't want to spend your money.
Sure.
So
but do I know that that's what it goes for, or?
Just for the sake of introducing the thing I want to introduce here, we'll say that you like to haggle no matter what the price is.
Yeah, I was planning to. I just wanted to see where I was at with it.
Yeah, you think you could get it for less by talking to this person, essentially. Okay. No matter if the value is higher or not, you're sort of like, I think I can. So the thing I want to introduce is you'll roll persuasion checks. And depending on the shopkeeper, this one, is sort of, you're not in a big city or anything. So the threshold's a little lower, and then you get it for essentially half price of what is originally offered if you succeed on the check.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to do the haggling.
Right.
I would think.
Okay, cool. What about if I do take the rings and put them on the table? If I do, could you do me like a kind of a package deal for this material and this cheap looking jewelry?
He's like, I can give you the whole thing for like 150 gold pieces.
Let me think about that. How do you want to do the persuasion check?
Yeah, just roll a persuasion
You want
check.
me to do a persuasion check
Yep,
now?
that's all you have to do.
22.
Plenty. This is a low level, shop owner. So, you more than succeed. You even get her. You originally picked out 2 rings. She goes, oh, yeah. So, I can. Maybe it's a little high. How about 75 gold pieces for all of it?
I think that sounds more than fair.
Yeah, and for getting over a 20, you notice that she accidentally gives you a 3rd gold ring.
Okay.
So for severely beating her DC, I will give you an extra piece of equipment
Nice.
for that.
So I have 3 rings now. They're just they're just regular rings.
They're gold rings. If you want to do an investigation check, I can give you a GP
Sure.
value for them.
Eat.
Yeah, so they look really expensive to you. Your eye with an 8. You're not 100% sure, but you think if you sold these, they could be, in your mind, worth a couple hundred gold pieces each.
Okay.
But that's just, Barris's head, essentially, because of the low investigation check.
But there's nothing special. I don't notice anything special.
No,
about it.
you'd
Just
have to do
standard
Arcana. Are you trained in that?
rings. No.
No, then you would have to either have somebody do an Arcana check or an Identify spell to see if there's anything in there.
And this cape is the same.
Yeah, cape is the same. You don't notice it. You notice if you want to. I'll give you. With the original perception, you can tell it's a very expensive material and would just make you look amazing if you wear it as a cape. That's.
I'm gonna pocket the rings, put them in my pouch, and I'm gonna put on the cape.
Yeah. So Barry,
What do
you see
what do you
him
think, Barry?
throw the cape on.
This is
Is
quite
it me?
dashing. It's very you, yes. I think that's as good. You look like your old self
Right.
again.
I'm starting to feel like my old self again. I must say, this cape has some rejuvenating properties to it.
The
What do you say?
Is it-
Are we done here? Do you need anything?
I am good for now. Yes, we can meet up with the others.
Sure.
All right, so you guys exit out. So the 3 of you walk inside the blacksmith. You see an ornery dwarf standing there, slamming away on the anvil there, and he does not acknowledge you guys walking in.
Excuse me there.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, well, no need to be so rude. I just wanted to purchase something.
Oh, yes. And you see him sort of brush off his thing. He's like, yes, how can I help you?
Well, I'm looking for some sort of bludgeoning type weapon.
Okay, do you have a particular material you would like it made out of? Obviously,
No. Go ahead.
he's like, obviously, we go from wood at the lower level price all the way up to, iron or steel at the highest level.
Something light and easy to swing.
Okay, and he goes, all right, give me a second. And he runs to the back. You hear some rummaging, and he comes out with a, with a quarterstaff, for you, made of nice, brown wood. There looks like it was carved from the trees that you saw on your way in here. It has some tape at the top and bottom, sort of there. And he goes, well, I have this. Nobody really comes in and asks for wood weapons, me being a blacksmith and all, but, so, here, and he's like, 10 gold pieces.
That should be fine.
And so, you do have a quarterstaff now. You can, decorate it and adorn it any way you do, but, if the reference wasn't lost, it kind of looks like Donatello's bow staff.
Figure.
Wow, what a fancy stick.
Yeah, he said that in character, Tom, by the way.
Oh, well, we're not all made of metal.
I mean, but it would help if your weapons were made of metal. Just saying.
My hands are my weapons.
That's badass,
Why did you
Iggy.
just
That's
buy a
badass.
stick?
You can never be too careful.
Okay.
And you throw the bow staff on your back. And Surreal and Rex, anything you want to grab here or look at before you meet up with everyone else?
No. I'm just window shopping.
Yeah, I'm just kind of scanning. I have something in mind that Iggy had told me to help him look out for, so I'm just scanning shelves in really any store that we go to.
All right, so give me a perception check.
Natural. Oh no, is that a dirty 20? That's a dirty 20.
Yeah. Either way, it's a good roll.
Yeah.
So what you notice here, first thing is that his skill is very good. There are some, falchions and scimitars and all kinds of blades hanging on the walls here, and they look very well made. You're slightly shocked in your travels that someone with this much skill is in a non-port town where more people travel through. But you make note that this person does make quality weapons if at any point you want to circle back. You notice he's not so great on the armor front. A lot of the plate armor and all looks a little thinner than normal plate armor and, chainmail. And, he doesn't seem to be real good at making it look comfortable to wear. His real skill is weapons. But you don't notice what you particularly are looking for. This just looks like it's truly a weapons and armor shop for sure. And you're kind of surprised that he even had the bow staff for Iggy, as you see no wood weapons displayed out here. Give me an insight check, just for fun.
Natural 20. 23.
Yeah, and you kind of you can decide what you want to do with this information, but you kind of think that Iggy got overcharged for that bow staff.
Okay.
So you can do with that what you will. So if you guys are ready, you'll have you guys head on out and meet the guys at the edge of town.
I kind of, knowing that, I kind of want to go up to the armor blacksmith. I couldn't help but notice the fine craftsmanship that you do here with all your weapons. I'm kind of hoping to upgrade the sword that I currently have. It's a bit plain for me, and I put it on the counter. Is there a more impressive sword that you might be able to offer me?
He's like, yes, I have the very, very nice sword that should help you out. And he essentially pulls down a weapon that is much sharper than the one you have. You can kind of tell immediately it shines a bit better. And he goes, well, this one is a step up from that, so we're probably looking like 500 gold pieces for it.
Right, I figured you'd say that because you severely overcharged my friend for his stick that he bought. So how about this? You will give me that sword for 150 gold, and I won't tell my big giant friend, who mainly uses his hands as his most deadly weapons, that you robbed him. How does that sound?
Okay, so you can give me either persuasion, regular roll, or intimidation advantage.
Oh, I'm going intimidation advantage. All right. So I rolled a 19 intimidation.
Right. And he just looks up at you and, all right, just keep it on the down low. Here, he slides it across. He's like, sure, 125. It's perfectly fine. We
Great.
good?
We're great. And again, you do fine work. You should be very proud of yourself. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So essentially, I don't have your character sheet up immediately, but whatever sword you have, you now have +1. That sword.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
All right, guys. I think we're done here.
all right. So you guys head on out. You meet at the edge of town. Anything you want to do before you head on to the ship? You know, Chunk is in tow.
I'll motion over to Ignatius. Ignatius, I got something for you.
What's that?
I figured if we are going to be together, and I don't know how you take loud noises, but it doesn't seem to be well. I got you some cotton balls. You just put them in your ear when we're in combat, and it'll maybe deafen the loud noises.
I do appreciate that.
Of course. I want to make you comfortable. I don't want you to be worried about the guns.
Well, thank you. That's very kind.
You're welcome.
And Barry, are you giving him like regular cotton balls, or did you do anything to them?
As far as I know, I can't do anything with. I can't do any like
Okay.
deafening spell.
Yeah,
on
just
it,
wanted to make sure.
Fortunately, just regular old cotton balls.
All right. So you get he hands you the entire pouch of cotton balls. So just for the sure fact of I will just keep track of number of battles we're in and let you know when you're running low. So they work for
Okay.
one entire battle, Ignatius. You know. So I don't want to give a number here and then have to figure out, I would like it to more flow in the story.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So so you guys head on out, road's clear for the most part. You see give me perception checks, everybody, as you're walking around.
Nine.
Rolled a 12.
19.
20. Wow.
All right, so everybody over 15. You all you notice as you're walking by is you do hear the sounds of what would probably be, gnolls and kobolds and stuff like that in the woods. Anything near you. So you kind of hear them moving around. Maybe they're trying to, reassemble after their leader is currently below in the basement of a bar right now. But you hear they're far enough away that you don't really need to let the group know. And whose camera did we lose, or did someone join?
I think mine went off for a second.
All right.
Looks like you're on there
There's
twice,
two.
Ant.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk. There we go. Okay. We'll probably keep that in for the video because I have, unless if I didn't do it.
I think I might have lost internet for like a split second and it reconnected me.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I just have some underlying music on here, so editing that will be a nightmare. So you guys head on through town, or through the plains area, heading towards where you left the ship, at the unused dock that Cyril knows from her pirating on this river. You get there, ship is perfectly fine. Your crew members have kept it up. Some of them note that a couple of creatures from the forest, like wolves and stuff like that, got curious, but nothing got onto the boat and did any damage.
Very good.
So you guys enter to the boat, and you make your way. You pull up the anchor, you get the sails ready, everything, and I will move everybody to the new map,
Hey.
which is
New map.
the current interpretation of Cyril's ship. If we can get any better ones, I will put them in there, but this was the the simplest one I could find, just for purposes of this. So if you notice for those of you watching on video, the blocks that they can move in are the ones outlined in yellow, because the squares just barely didn't match up from the map I used. So you guys didn't get confused. I made it yellow instead of black. There. So you guys head on down the river. You pass by. You see the lights of Emberberg nearby. It's starting to, sun's starting to set. It's about a full day's, like probably a day, close to a day and a half travel down to Astoria. And as you guys get to the night, we'll do our first watch rolls. So who's going to take first watch?
I'll do it.
I will as well.
Okay.
Real quick, Mark.
Yes.
While this is going on, I'm going to spend my night up until I guess I fall asleep. Going to be infusing the goggles that I got.
Yep.
I'm going to be infusing them with goggles of night.
Yeah. So essentially, everybody will have the 60 feet of night vision, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So just a reminder, which in case if I forget, when it gets to your watch, you're going to roll disadvantage on perception, because you're going to be doing this while on your watch.
Sure.
So Surreal and Ignatius, give me a perception check.
$19.
Did it just roll for me, or is that old?
I think
Did
the
not
21
roll
is your new one.
Yeah, that's the 21's you now.
Yeah.
Well, damn, 21.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys look out into the ocean, the river towards the sea, and Surreal, you've seen this plenty of times, and probably had this same moment with Iggy of standing on the deck and at the nighttime, looking out for any dangers along the way. You guys hear your normal rustle of sea creatures below you, but nothing really attacks you at this moment. So do you guys discuss anything, or is it just sort of a meditative standing in silence for the two of you?
I'm kind of looking out in the distance, and then I kind of just squint my eyes. And I'm like, Iggy, do you see that? Is that the creature? Is that the sea creature they were talking about in the distance?
I can't tell. It's really dark out here. Can't tell if that's something moving or just the ocean playing tricks on us again.
And then I jag. I'm like, oh, I'm just kidding. And then I flip him 2 gold coins. I'm like, by the way, that armorer, he severely overcharged you. So yeah, this will be the difference, I guess.
Well, it pays to have smart friends, I guess.
It does. It does. How is your search been? Have you gathered any other information so far?
Not yet. No one here has been very helpful in that department.
Yeah, same here. I haven't seen anyone I recognize, but we'll keep looking.
I know. We'll continue our journey. I'm sure we'll come across more information as we go.
Yeah, but learning about the 6, I feel like one of us has to learn something from these people, I would assume.
Yeah, that's been the most interesting thing, is the 6. They may have that information we want.
Agreed. And I really don't think Baragon likes me very much. He made a few derogatory comments to me about pirates. I didn't appreciate it. But I guess maybe they'll warm up to us a bit. Or at least me. They like you. He likes you. He got you a gift. That was nice of him.
I think he was more annoyed by hearing me say that everything was too loud.
I really like that weapon that he has. I'm very interested in it, actually.
I've never seen anything like it. Hopefully he keeps letting us know when he's going to use it, because it's freaking loud.
It is loud, but I like it. All right,
We'll
I'm
see
going
if
to
we can
bed.
get you one.
Yes. I'm going to bed now. Have a good rest of your night.
You too.
I head off to my quarters.
All right, so you guys head on off, and who's taking second watch?
I'll take second watch.
I'll take it with him.
All right. So roll perception checks at disadvantage, Baragon.
Uh, 30-20.
All right.
Rolled an 18 and a 16.
Nice.
I rolled an 8.
All right. So Barris, you're just sort of. You've never really had to do this before in terms of. Usually, Baragon just does it for you in terms of night watching. So you're kind of just distracted by the starlight and the waves in the ocean. Baragon, your keen sense of paying attention allows you to both infuse these goggles with the goggles of night and be very perceptive of the area around you. Ever since hearing about the sea creature or the sea monster, depending on how you want to phrase it, you are taking every single little sound of bird, sea creature, anything, and sort of looking up real fast and checking your surroundings, but you don't see anything in particular right now.
Okay. This is very it's the wind and the night air is very bracing, is it not?
Yeah, I don't 100% understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Am I supposed to be like just watching? Is that what that's the name of the game here right now? Just watching?
Yeah, very simple. Just see anything that looks weird, you say something. You can yell, alarm or whatever. But this is right now. It's just a couple of guys being dudes, as they say, hanging
Yeah.
out.
Well, everything seems kind of weird to me, and I'm starting to understand that I'm a little sheltered of the world around me. I can't say that I didn't enjoy it. I miss the life that I was leading, but this is eye-opening to say the least.
I agree. I miss that life a little too. Well, yes, you were sheltered a bit, but I think your parents did the best they could. And now you're kind of getting a crash course, as it were. But you are adapting very well, faster than I thought. So I think they would be proud.
Well, thank you. I don't want to upset the people that we seem to be running with, and I seem to be coming from different places, and ways of thinking. So I don't want to upset them too much. But everything is just so new to me.
I'm also finding new things. I've never seen a robot before. I've never rolled with one, as it were. So I am very curious. He has a lot of rules for a robot. I didn't think that
Yeah.
was the case. From what I heard,
I've seen him drink like alcohol, like ale. I didn't think that was the thing. But
right, it is weird.
right, and he seems to have personality. I always assumed that robots were just robots, and it was just like, boop, 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 making those noises and then
Right,
computing
yeah, like-
things. Like you could ask
in
him
the
to
city,
do math
if you-
really quickly, but like this guy's talking about partying and like putting on shows and closing down bars. He sucked at beer pong, which was a weird thing. I figured that would just be mathematical and just boom, boom, boom. Like I met there are people at private school. They were much better than him at beer pong, and they're just like orcs and half orcs and things like that. Maybe being a robot
It's-
isn't all that's cracked up to be.
Yeah, it's in town, well, if they were like robots, they were usually used for menial labor. Picking things up, putting things down.
Sure.
But yeah, this one, It's very strange. I'm curious to see what he is about.
Do you think he has been programmed to feel the humanoid emotion of love? Do you think it would be a
If he
very
has-
sad existence if he did not? To know what it feel like to be loved.
I was going to say, if he is, I feel very sad for him because I cannot imagine there are many robots that have that feeling. He's very unique. And love is such an abstract concept. Maybe he thinks he knows what love is.
Sure.
This isn't. I don't know.
A little bit of Dan coming out on that one.
This is I just I with the others you can kind of put your finger on them, surreal captain of a ship looking for gold and in plunder, all that. Ignatius is a fighter. He's good with his hands, and then Rex is just, I don't know, man. He's a wild card.
We're learning something new every day. That's all I come to understand.
And even if they seem like good people, be careful. We have targets on our backs. Never know.
It's true. It does frighten me a little bit that the captain seems to be, she seems to only care about like gold. Someone else, Delacroix come corner her. What's to say they can't offer her 1,000 gold pieces, turn us in, and then it's game over for us.
My point exactly. Yes, it's we might face, especially you might have a much higher price on your head, and
I would assume so.
if they promise her jewels and riches, so we need to keep our heads about us.
On a swivel, as I believe they say.
Yes, yeah, definitely keep head on swivel, and just I don't know if robots have much use of gold, but who knows? But she can convince, because they are much bigger than us, and if you can convince them, I would not like our chances.
I would reckon that it wouldn't take much for him to just like compact me into some sort of small cube with his bare hands.
That's like what robots do, really. They it's what some of them do. You can do that, and I do not want to see that happen to you. And
That's not the fate
But-
that I hope for myself, is to be crushed by a robot's bare hands into some sort of small cube. I always assume something much more grander as my exit of this corporal life.
yeah, well, we're gonna try not to die. That's goal number one.
100%. I mean, we all die at some point, but that's not how I envision my exit.
What
Cube
is
life.
I mean, going out that way, that's pretty badass. Getting crushed into cube, very painful. Very painful, but yeah, I would want to avoid that.
Agreed. I would prefer like smothered by beautiful ladies or something, suffocating.
That is good way. Yeah, that is a good way to go out in women's arms,
Yes,
arms of loved one, right? Or
absolutely. Like the
quote unquote
robot
loved one.
person probably does not understand.
We could maybe bring that up to him. See if how he feels.
Maybe we put a pin in that and we do it later when we're like a little more acquainted with him. I feel like asking a robot right off the bat after meeting him for a day is like, hey, what's up with the the emotion of love. Do you get it, or do you not get it, or do you pretend to get it but you really don't understand it?
While this is going on, there's other crew members. Are they hearing this?
Yeah, they've sort of known to not acknowledge they're listening, but they're sort of like, I'm just going to do my job. Give me a quick perception check, since you did so well with those disadvantaged ones.
Natural 1.
Okay, they don't seem to be listening in to you, but they walk around. From a natural 1, you just think, oh, this is how all people on the ship do. People talk and they don't listen. Sort of, yeah.
It's these crew members that Cyril has, not very bright, I bet.
I mean, I assume that it doesn't take a whole lot of smarts to be a crew member on a ship, but, I'm not here to judge.
Right. Well,
I think our watch is coming to
No.
a close.
yeah, when we get to Astoria, just, like you said, head on swivel, and we'll be
Look
fine.
for that big Johnson.
God, I do not want this. Ugh.
All right, so you guys,
Okay,
you finish up your goggles. They're all done for you. They're Baragon. You can hand them out in the morning.
I was gonna say I'll keep them in my room for now.
Yeah,
I can
or
always
hand them out
them
whenever you want. But they are ready for you to distribute. So you guys get sleep. So Rex's last one. Just give me a perception check.
All right. 1 second.
Perception check.
Yep.
19.
19. You walk around the ship. You see that a lot of the crew members are kind of looking at you weirdly. You don't know why. It doesn't seem like they're like scared or angry with you. Maybe it looks like they're contemplating something while looking at
For
you.
those idiots talking about me.
And you just see one scared guy sweeping the deck sort of nod real quickly at you.
Weirdos.
And you walk to the part of the ship by the ballista, as you see on the map there. And at this point, you notice and avoid the surprise round. You notice a couple of figures emerge from the ocean and jump onto the ship. God, I wish I was a lot better at roll 20, to be honest.
Yeah, I sound the alarm and all that stuff.
Yeah, so you see these two serpent-like figures jump onto the boat. The first one here is sort of has a reptile head with a human body. And the one over here is basically the opposite human body with a serpent tail. And they jump up onto the boat, and you also see following up behind them are a couple of swarms of snakes land, and you can tell from that perception check that it looks like they sort of came up together. Like they are one and the same. And then you notice over in the corner that there's also a swarm of rats has emerged up from the boat there. So everybody, you run out to your positions that you see on the screen here and roll initiative.
Do I need to mention that I put my armor back on?
Yeah. You guys in the time,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So initiative, right?
Yep, so I'll start Barris.
That's a 4. I got a natural 1.
Surreal.
8.
Baragon.
11.
Rex.
Natural 1.
So just the one? Yeah, okay.
We're all asleep.
And Iggy.
21.
Ooh.
There it
Okay.
is.
right.
Yikes.
All right. So we start, and up first is the first, which will make this one down here. God, I really wish I had some keys for this. This swarm of poisonous rats, which I'll mark as red, and this one I will...
Poisonous snakes.
Snakes, I'm sorry. Mark as
yes,
blue,
some
so that I know the
snakes.
difference. Okay, I'll put the turn order somewhere up here, maybe, I don't know. For me to see. So, and the screen is updated, right? On the stream. Let me just check.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay. All right. So the poison snakes here make their way onto Iggy, and they try and bite you. That is a 13.
That misses.
All right. So they attempt to bite you, and you're sort of just swatting them out of the way there. As they sort of swarm around your feet. So that brings us to Ignatius.
Okay. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to attack them with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
7 to hit.
All right. 7 misses.
All right. And I'm going to attack again. What the fuck is going on? Another 7.
That misses. You're not really used to the staff yet, so you're trying to sort of whack them away, but they're getting out of your range there. Bonus action movement.
Let me see. Nope. I'm just going to stay there.
All right. So the lizard-like creature back here. I just want to make sure which one this is. I forget. This is the one. Okay. Yes, this is the one in front of you again. He'll move over. Let's see. I'll have him go over to Rex. Here, as he sees him as the biggest threat, and he will do his constrict attack. So that's 18.
That hits.
Okay, and oh, that's the wrong one. That's the hit. Right? No, that's the damage. Okay. So that is 12 points of damage, and I need you to roll me a strength DC 13.
Strength DC.
Yeah, save, yeah.
Yeah. 5.
Okay, so you are restrained
Okay.
at the moment. Means you can't move, and you have disadvantage on any dexterity throws, and basically disadvantage on stuff, and he has advantage on you. So that is his turn. That brings us to the other swarm of snakes. They will attack Surreal as they see that she is at the helm of the ship there, and they will attempt to bite. That's a 10.
Misses.
So again, they're just all around you, and you're sort of keeping them at bay. And that brings us to Barry.
Okay, bonus action. I'm going to create defensive field upon myself. Get 3 temporary hit points. And then action. I will take out... How far away is that? I'm going to take out my pistol, Wits, I'm going to aim and fire at it. The lizard folk directly across from me. Guy.
All right, so that's a what you get.
I'm rolling now.
Oh, okay.
God, natural 1.
So that gun is broken. You can't use it for the rest of the fight.
Shit.
Oh no.
Not even a misfire.
I can
You have
tinker
to.
with it, right?
Yeah, you would have to succeed on
Oh, that's right.
You know, you can either let it go or take a whole action to roll to fix it. So that gun is done for now. Anything else? You see it. You guys see him
think-
point the gun, and Iggy has put the cotton balls in his ear, and you go to pull the trigger, and you just see an explosion in his hand. And luckily, it doesn't damage you. It's not strong enough to do any kind of fire damage, but the gun is a little mangled and just needs to be repaired.
Oh, shit. And I'll put it away and I'll unholster my rifle. But that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. All right.
It's gonna be a quick campaign. With the
Yes.
So Surreal,
So
you're
well.
up next.
So Surreal's going to, I guess the closest one besides the snakes is the green looking, blue looking.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep, that's the
thingy.
guy that is
Lizard guy?
basically, lizard head, human body.
Lizard Head. I'm gonna call him Lizard Head.
Yep.
She's going to cast Hex on Lizard Head.
Okay.
So until that spell ends, which is up to an hour, so hopefully never. Anytime that I attack him, I guess with a melee weapon, he gets an extra 1d6 necrotic damage.
Okay, just remind me of that.
Yep, and then if he falls before the spell ends, then it can I can use a bonus action to move it to a new creature. It
Okay.
says.
All right. Is that your bonus action? Correct, or your?
That's an action. That's my full action.
Okay. Bonus.
And actually, I said it wrong. It's just anytime I attack it, so it doesn't even have to be a melee attack. I just reread it.
Yep. Yep. It works
That's
just
it.
like Hunter's Mark. So.
Yeah. Yep. That's. I think I can't do anything else. So that's the end of my turn.
All right. So that brings us to the swarm of rats. The swarm of rats is going to. Closest one is Surreal. Let's see. Can they
The
make
animals
it?
love me.
Hold on. They're either going to go for you or Barris. Let's see. Yep, he's within range. So, head on over on top
Guess
of
they're not gonna
Barris.
hang out with no snakes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that would be a bad idea for them.
Yeah. Yep. So, they will go to bite you. That's a 4. They miss. But they
So
are
I-
swarming around you here.
I am going to use a superiority dice.
Yes.
And I'm going to take my walking stick, click the handle, and pull out a rapier from it.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that.
All right. The
So
superiority
repose.
to repose. Okay. So you rolled a hit, correct?
Yep. I basically get a melee attack if someone misses me.
Nice.
So I'm going to take Bon Ton, which is the name of my rapier. I'm going to use it. That is a fucking natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you missed. They are way too fast for you, and you can't get it.
Ow.
We have rolled 6 natural 1s in this session.
After me rolling
Incredible.
3 20+ rolls.
That's how encounters go. All
Crazy.
right. So that
I can't wait
brings
to
us
start our new
to-
campaign.
Yeah. New characters. All right. So
That would have been 11 piercing damage. Fuck.
Oh no.
so this guy's gonna walk on over to Surreal. He gets advantage because of the snakes.
Great.
And he is going to take his first attack. 16.
That hits.
So he swings his scimitar down, slashes across your back, as you're fighting off the snakes for 4 damage.
Wait, hold up. No. Cloud rune.
Okay.
All right, so sorry, I just wanted to say
Go ahead.
something to say that I'm doing a reaction. Okay, so this is the thing I wanted to do last time, but none of the enemies ever hit. So Cloud Rune is once per encounter, I can use my reaction when me or another thing that I can see within 30 feet is hit by an attack roll. I use my reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of me to become the target of the attack roll instead using the same roll.
Okay.
So it swings its scimitar. A portal. I say the command word, which is, "You can't hide from these lying eyes." A portal appears, the scimitar goes through and slashes the creature attacking or holding me instead. So that attack roll against this creature.
Okay. And 16 hits. So he takes the 4 damage here. And then he has to do a, I believe it'd be a con check to see. Unfortunately, the damage wasn't so high, so I think it's just a natural 1 he has to roll. And then he would release you. But let's see. Oh, and that would be a 5. Again, it's double rolling for me, but
Yeah.
So, did you see the 5 or the 7 first, just so I know how to read this?
The 5.
The 5.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So the 5, he's still, it's a little looser, but he's still able to grip you there. Just barely, though. I think he had to roll a 3 to get you. So he's a little hurt, but you are still restrained. So that brings us to actually, theoretically, does quick question?
Mhm.
Does the not for you, Barris, for Rex? Does it stay for his entire turn? Like, if he takes his second swing, does it also go through the portal, or is it a one-time thing?
No, it just does 1 attack roll.
Okay, all right. So he's going to take his second attack on Surreal. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
It's 5 points of damage, or actually 22, but that doesn't matter. It wasn't a crit.
Wait, what?
No, 5 points of damage. I forgot that he had advantage.
I thought you said 22 points of damage.
No,
I was
5.
gonna say bye. Just kidding. Okay, got it.
Yep. So that brings us to Barris.
All right, I'm gonna take Bon Temps and try and get these rats.
Okay, go right ahead.
I'm gonna use a superiority dice for fuck's sakes with these bullshit rolls. And I'm gonna use it as a precision attack.
Okay.
So I have to add a superiority die. Where are my superiority die? Oh, there it is. A 1d10 plus 3. So plus 5, that's a 12. That's a 13.
13
to
hits.
hit.
Roll damage. Is that 7?
7.
Yep. So 7 points of damage. You take out like a good little less than a third of the rats.
Yeah. Wow.
that.
These rolls today. Even on a d10, roll a 2.
Anything else?
Yeah, terrible.
That's it. I don't want to hurt myself. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So that brings us to Rex, at the bottom of the order.
All right, so bonus action to become big.
Okay.
This means that I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yep.
I am going to use my action to try to not be grappled. So that's going to be...
Jesus. There we go.
16. Yeah, as I've got it.
So 16,
Wow.
you break out of it. You have a bonus action and movement left.
Well, I use my bonus action.
Oh,
But
so you-
actually, I'm going to use Action Surge
Okay.
to get another action, and then I'm going to attack.
Go right ahead.
go.
Please, please, please. Thank you. Critical hit.
There we go.
All right.
Yep. 26. Yeah, that just hits. That's 26.
So I don't think I get the extra +4, so it's just 22. But I'm also going to do my fire rune. Seems like a good time to do it.
Yeah.
So what was that? Oh yeah, the command word is heat of the moment. It needs to make a strength saving. So fiery shackles wrap around the thing. It takes an extra 2d6 fire damage. I'll roll that in a second. And also it needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 13, or be restrained.
Okay. So that would be... Yeah, that'd be a 7. So what's the damage? And he is now restrained by you.
An additional 8 damage.
Okay, so that's 30.
Yep.
And
go ahead.
oh no, go ahead if you had something else to add.
Yeah, so all doing the flavor for everything that just happened. So this other creature swings a scimitar, a portal appears, slashes this guy, then I become big, break out of his grasp, slash him brutally with my sword.
Yeah.
Fiery shackles erupt from that and restrain this creature. So completely turning around everything.
Pull the reverse card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Additionally, it's going to take an extra 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yep.
Until it breaks free. It gets to try the saving throw again at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just looking. Okay. Okay. So that brings us top of the round. The turn tabled. I see. That brings us to the poisonous snakes on Ignatius. They will try and bite you again. That is 8. They miss. Yeah, it's an exciting battle. Everybody's hitting.
This is going so well.
You're up, Iggy.
All right, I'm gonna try the quarterstaff again.
Okay.
Squish him. Squish him.
22 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Here we go.
Okay. Seven damage,
Okay.
and I get an unarmed strike
All right, go right ahead. That
for
hits.
19, and 3 damage.
All right, so 10 points of damage. You take off about a quarter of the snakes around you, but they are still there.
Just a quarter, huh?
Yep, just a quarter. If you can kind of do math, you know how many hit points they have.
Yep.
So you take off some of those rats. Any bonus? Anything?
Nope.
Nope. Gonna stay there. Okay. All right. Roll that 2d6 fire damage for me, Rex.
8.
All right. So he takes 8 more points of damage.
Nice.
He's going to take a risk here to help out his compadre, and he's going to cast suggestion on Baragon. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So you need to give me a what's that? It's a saving throw. Trying to see suggestion. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one am I using here? Shit. All right. Wisdom saving throw. 12.
12. And this thing looks at you and in sort of a, snake-like language, but in common to you, points at Barris and goes, "Attack!"
Uh-oh.
And you are now compelled to attack Barris on your next turn. So
My
that.
love of Barris sure overrides that. So
The
Nope.
power of snakes compels you.
So that brings us to the snakes. They are on Surreal, so they will try and bite her again. That's a 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah. So give me a DC 10 Constitution save.
Natural one, so I got a 4.
Okay. So you take 5 piercing damage. Plus, I believe that would be a 9 poison damage as well.
Everything is fine. This is fine. I'm doing great.
Yep. And yeah, so you do not get the poison status effect, which is kind of good if this goes south for you guys.
Yeah.
So that is their turn. So Baragon, you are compelled to do whatever your normal attack would be on Barris, and you have advantage on the attack.
so since he's 5 feet away from me, my natural attack would be my Thunder Gauntlet.
Correct.
It's 5 foot reach.
You can slap him with the gauntlet.
That is 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to hold my hand back. It's like fighting me. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. So 1d8 plus 3. 9 points of electric damage.
Yep. So
That's a melee attack, right?
yeah.
Correct.
I'm going to expend a superiority dice and parry.
Okay. Go ahead.
What is it? It's a 4. So when another creature damages you with a melee attack, you'd use a reaction to expend 1 superiority dice to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority dice plus 3.
Oh, so that's a 9.
Yeah, the first one
so-
popped up for 9.
Yeah. I don't think that's right, though, because my superiority dice is not a d20. That's
Okay.
weird.
So
I
what
don't
does it
think.
say your superiority dice is?
I think it says superiority dice is 4d8 per long rest, per short rest. So it should be
So
a
it'd be a
d8.
D8. So just roll me a D8.
Yeah, that was weird that popped up like that. So d8 plus 3.
So 5.
So 5 minus 5.
So you take 4 points of damage. Is there any other effect to those gauntlets?
To the gauntlets,
Yeah, do they move him or anything?
a creature hit by the gauntlets has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you. So yeah, for the next turn, you have disadvantage. Sorry.
I'm so glad that worked. Yeah, I was just making
It's
sure
going
because
so well.
if he got pushed, one of two things: either he's pushed off the boat, or 2, the rats would be able to attack him if he moved out of their range. So that brings us to Surreal.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to down a potion.
Go ahead.
Potions at.
I think it's
What's that? What do I roll?
I think it's just a regular potion. I believe is 2d4 plus 4. That sounds good, even if it's not.
Okay. So I rolled an 8 plus 4.
Yep.
Is that how it works? So 12. I get 12 points of health back, which is super
Yeah,
nice.
you rolled 2 4s. Nice.
Amazing. So then I will, with my regular action, cast Eldritch Blast at the lizard head in front of
Okay.
me.
All right, go right ahead.
That is a 18 to hit.
Okay, 18 hits. Roll damage.
10 points of damage, and he takes 1d6 necrotic damage,
Yep.
which didn't show up on my screen.
Just roll.
That is a 4.
Okay.
There it is. So 4 extra points of necrotic
All
damage.
right. So you swing by him there. Did you update your sword?
My sword. I did. Yep, I did a +2 to hit.
Okay. Oh no, you used Eldritch Blast. Never mind.
Yeah,
but
I also updated my sword.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't losing a point on either end there. But Eldritch Blast is different, so.
Yep.
Yeah, so you see him get knocked back a little bit by the Eldritch Blast shots. They sort of hit him in, the shoulder, collarbone area on both sides. Right, it shoots 2 blasts or just 1? It's just, either way. You see him stumble back a little bit hurt, but the darkness sort of, the shadows come over him a little bit more. And that, anything else? Movement, or are you going to stay put?
I'm gonna stay here
Okay.
to avoid getting hit again.
All right, so the swarm of rats are up, and they are going to attack Barris here. And that is a 3. Awesome. So they miss. They were sort of like stunned a little bit by the electricity of the gauntlets. So they miss you there. So that brings us to the other.
They take any damage on those on that electrical gauntlet?
No,
Be nice.
it would be, but no. So that brings us to see, and he's going to turn around and look at Rex and cast suggestion on him.
So I'm making a wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
save. Yep. 13.
No.
Oh,
And so he's going to point at Ignatius and say, attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next turn you attack him and you have advantage. So that brings us to Barris. You have disadvantage on attacking anyone but Baragon, correct?
correct.
Okay.
Okay, question.
Yes.
If I disengage,
Yep.
will I disengage from both the rats
Yeah.
and...
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use my action to disengage from both and just take a step here. I'm going to use my action surge
Okay.
to attack the rats with disadvantage.
All right, go right ahead.
Which probably is a waste of an action surge, but whatever. $16 to hit.
That hits. And damage for 7.
7.
So you notice now that they are at least half gone, a little bit more than half gone. And just your keen eye looking at them, they look slightly weaker than before.
Okay.
So that brings us to Rex. You will use your movement, and there'll be
Hold up. First thing I want to do is use my second wind as a bonus action
go right ahead.
to heal myself.
And then I guess you
I
have this guy
restored
grappled, right?
9 hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
So 1 second.
For your grapple, Rex, do you need to be near him, or is it sort of like chains around him?
It's just chains around him. It is
Okay.
not. They are not connected to me.
Okay, so you can move over to.
Yeah, but can I use my action to disengage? To move over there?
No, because
actually-
your suggestion is to attack. So
Fine.
so you got to use your action to attack Ignatius.
Okay. And I have to actually attack him with my sword, right?
Yeah. Yep, with advantage. Whatever you would normally attack with.
This is gonna end well.
We're all gonna take each other out.
I think that's Mark's plan, so we can't blame him.
Does 12 hit?
Genius.
No, it's a miss.
Okay, so you come down and you miss. With
Isn't it
the-
with
Save.
advantage?
And I yell,
Oh, advantage.
"Let's
Yeah,
go!
sorry.
Why are you attacking
roll
me?"
again. Sorry, I did. It's finished. It's 20.
Yeah, that hits.
So same words apply. Roll damage.
11.
Oh, good. I'm gonna be dead in 5 seconds.
I'm gonna have you and Barris both do this. I mean, Baragon both do this because he should have done it. Roll. No, it'd be the start of your next turn. You'd have to do it. So never mind. Okay. I
Well,
almost
we
thought I
gotta
forgot.
roll saving throws at the end of our turn, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So both of you roll. Give me wisdom saving throws again.
10. No.
So he's still under the spell.
10.
10. Okay, you're both still under the spell.
10.
You fuckers.
This is,
Poisonous
Not great.
snakes.
So, two things. One, all of my attack, or once on each of my turns, one of my attacks does an extra d6 damage. So that's an extra d from being giant. So that's an extra d6 against the thing, the wizard person. That's
Okay.
what I'm rolling now.
oh wait.
6
I
damage
just realized I
against
had something for this. I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance as a reaction. I can reduce damage dealt by 1d12 plus 1 per short rest.
Go ahead.
Cool. Nice.
So that's 10.
Oh wow.
And I did an extra 4 against Tom from being
Yes,
big.
so he takes 5. And what did you do against the lizard guy?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So those snakes are up. They will roll with advantage on. It's just that's a 20. Actually, yeah, it's a 20. Thank God the second roll does not count. For you, Tom. So give me a DC 10 con save.
16.
All right, so you save from the poison and you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ. I feel like we're under leveled for this.
We're in trouble.
So Ignatius, you're up.
Should have
Okay,
a healer.
There's no way I'm going to get out of this alive, so I'm just going to keep hitting things as long as I can. I'm going to use my quarterstaff against the snakes.
Okay,
18 to hit.
that hits.
And I'm guessing I'm doing one-handed. Or no, it would be two-handed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And for an unarmed strike, 15 to hit,
Okay, that hits.
5 damage.
All right. You notice that they have, they are now less than half. Pretty much, it looks like they're a third of a group there, and they look slightly weaker than before.
Lovely.
There.
I'm sure that's not going to help me any.
Okay. And that brings us to roll me that the fire damage thing.
Yeah.
Rex.
6.
All right, so 6 more points. And then what's the roll he's got to do to break it?
Strength saving throw, DC 13. And that's at the end of his turn. So he still has 0 speed for
Okay, yeah,
the
yeah.
duration of this turn.
Yeah, so he's also got to roll a con under 6. So it's be con plus 2. Yep, so the spell stays. And then he is going to use his longbow to take a shot at who can he see? So he's going to take a shot at Surreal. It's 18.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
Next up is the snakes. Oh, he's got to roll his strength thing. It's 17. Okay. Snakes. They're gonna take a bite. Yeah, it's 18.
Yep.
DC 10.
Constitution, right?
Con, sorry. Yeah. All right.
13.
All right. So you take. Have they been hit yet? No. So it's still the full 7. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So, Baragon, you are still charmed to attack Barris. So at this point, he is out of your melee range. So what would you normally do in this situation?
Yes, he is. I would take out my rifle reason.
Jeez.
I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot Barris.
Some sort of iron.
18 to hit.
It
God.
hits.
Of course it does.
This is a shit show.
Mark, I hope you have campaign 3 all written up.
No. This will be fine.
Sure.
Fine,
will.
everything is fine.
18 points of piercing damage.
I'm
God.
gonna have to use my last superiority dice on that. To parry it.
Man. This is brutal.
D8 plus 3. So that's minus 7.
Okay,
So it's 11 points of damage.
Yeah. Because it's 9, 10, 11. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to Surreal.
He's got a.
Oh yeah, roll your
Yeah, it's convenient that you keep forgetting that little aspect over there, Mark.
roll your wisdom check.
Jesus. 9.
Oh no.
All right, Surreal.
I can't do it.
All right, I'm gonna have to take my other potion
Okay.
now.
Bonus action.
So that was, you said 2d6, right? Plus 4.
Yep. 2d4.
Oh,
Nice try.
dang it.
When you ban
Hold on, I gotta redo that.
It's potions 2d4 plus 2.
Hold on, I'm taking care of an annoyance. Okay. So I rolled 7, so 9 points of health.
Okay.
Yay. And then I will shoot Eldritch Blast again at the lizard head, which is a 16 to hit.
Okay. 16 hits.
Assuming that hits. Okay.
How do you want to do
Hit
it?
10 points of Eldritch Blast damage plus 1d6 necrotic damage, and I rolled a 1. That's fine. So 11 points of damage total.
Okay. So he takes some shots again, and then the shadows, not as much this time, but they do come over him a little bit more. That brings us to the swarm of rats. They're on Ignatius, so right now I'm Surreal. So, who's got the rats? Sorry,
They're right next to me.
they're right next to you,
Yeah.
so they will move to be on top of you.
Who's got the rats?
Who's got the rats? So disadvantage. They roll an 8 and miss.
Oh, good.
So that brings us to is this the one in front of you? Yeah. So he's gonna come down and swing his scimitar at you, Surreal. That is 24.
Jesus, yes.
6
that
points
hits.
of damage.
You said 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing I took that potion.
And then he'll swing again. 18.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
God.
You're still
Okay.
up?
Yeah, I'm still up. I wouldn't have been, but I didn't take the potion.
So Barris.
I'm gonna shoot fucking Barry right in the face. With my own pistol.
If you hit the lizard thing, then you can disrupt the spell.
I don't even know if I'm close enough. It's a short. It's only 40 feet.
Which one did
That's
the...
8 squares. That's enough for everything. The one on
40
the right
45
is
is
controlling
it this
me.
one?
The one on the
Yeah,
left
that's
is
the one.
controlling Barry.
Yeah, the one with Surreal is controlling Rex.
But would
The
I
other
know
one-
that? Would I know that? That's the
you-
question mark.
You heard, you heard them both say attack, so you know they're each controlling someone, but you don't know who.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
Does the spell end when they accomplish what they're asked to do? Is this suggestion? Is what I'm not trying to meta it,
Yeah.
but he
It-
attacked
it-
me. Right? You didn't say kill, you said attack. There's a difference.
And you're gonna play that.
I mean, I'm still happy to shoot him in the face.
That's right. We'll rules this at the table, because everybody be fair. The thing is,
But I wouldn't know it's a suggestion, so I'm going to shoot him in the face anyway.
yeah, but just reading you, it says you can also specify, you can specify conditions that will, oh wait, that's for later. You suggest a course of activity. If it's a creature, then creatures can't be charmed. But the suggestion must be worded in a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself under spear, can't really hurt itself, or do any harmful action. Such course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends, and when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
I shot at Barry. That's my.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
No.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
It
There's
misses.
just bullets flying. It's going on!
All right, so we'll go to Rex.
Very problematic.
Yeah, because that second part of that sentence. I thought it was as they kept failing, it stayed. Because they were charmed.
I mean, if you said kill,
Yeah. No, I get you.
but again, I didn't
Just-
want
just to be
that,
fair.
that's-
Just to be fair to all characters involved, I'll have it end here for both of them, but Rex still has to attack Ignatius because you got attacked twice by Barry.
Okay, so I healed for 9 points because I took a
Yeah.
potion.
So,
Potion's bonus action, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So Rex, go ahead and do your final attack to Ignatius here.
Awesome.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
11 damage. Oh,
I'm
plus
unconscious.
1d6.
Yeah,
13
so
damage.
he just makes him more unconscious.
You're extra unconscious.
So he's down. Thankfully, there's no poison effect from the snakes, so you are good. Just when it gets to your turn, we'll do some death saves. Hey, got there a
Oh
lot
my
earlier.
god.
All right, guys. I hope you have fun in your journey. I'll have you talk to you guys later.
We will avenge you, Iggy.
The
right,
way I'm
so-
rolling, there's no chance it's gonna happen.
With bad rolls all sessions.
So since this is, I'm gonna be fair here because I did probably screw up that spell, and the reason he's unconscious is because I probably screwed up that spell. I'm just gonna have these swarm of rats move rather than attack and give you 2 death fails.
God.
to attack Rex.
The snakes?
The snakes, yeah, that are on
Okay.
Iggy. Sorry. Yeah. So... Because I could have been really mean about that. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Con save of 10.
17.
Okay. And
Nice.
you
It's a good
take
roll.
7 points. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Give me your first death save,
What
Ignatius.
is it? D20?
Yep.
Ooh,
Hey, I rolled a natural
look at
20.
that.
You are up with
Ew.
1 hit point.
1 hit point? Good.
Yep.
Nice.
That was
There you go.
perfect.
Yeah, because he rolled a natural 20. So natural 20 is you are up with 1 hit point.
That
What happens if he
would do.
rolls a natural one?
2 death saves. Fails. 2 fails. So,
Good to know.
yeah, you guys
So-
didn't get in this situation much.
Yeah.
I don't get to do anything, though, right?
Nope.
I-
Nope, you just pop up with 1 hit point. So you guys see Ignatius go down by the sword of Rex. He falls, and then a few seconds later, you see him just like gasp for air and just sort of wake up. So you're still prone on the ground. And the this guy here is going to shoot a longbow at Rex with advantage.
Why does he have advantage?
The snakes.
Okay.
19, he would hit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright. And so that brings us to the other snakes who are on Surreal. And that is
Damn it.
21.
Yeah.
Give me the con save. Alright, so you, what's your hit points at?
5.
Alright, so you were down anyway. So thankfully,
I had so much stuff to do.
thankfully they had they don't have the poison effect, so the poison damage means nothing. Unless if you have, if 19 hit points is double your max hit points, which I doubt it isn't.
No.
Okay. So, Baragon, you are shaken out of the charm and can attack. Anyone.
Okay. I still have I can see what's going on here, right?
Yep. You have been aware of everything. So.
Okay. So I'm going to move. I see that Surreal goes down.
Yeah.
She's covered by the snakes here.
Yes.
It's a great scene.
I'm gonna move over to where she is.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'll cast Spare the Dying on Surreal.
All right. So she's stable.
You touch a
No
living
death throws.
creature that has 0 hit points. You become stable.
Yep. No death throws.
Yeah, and then for my action, I will cast. Let's see. I'll cast. Oh, that probably wouldn't be a good idea to shoot fire on the ship. Yeah, I'll just do armor, thunder gauntlets on the. No, I don't know if that hits the snakes. Everyone in front. It's touch essentially. It's 5 feet.
Yeah. So it's whoever you attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the snakes.
All right. Go right ahead.
Ooh, 19 plus 5, so 24.
That hits. Roll damage.
Is 9 points of thunder damage.
All right. Yeah, so you take out about a quarter of them with that one punch there. And they have disadvantage on any attacks, correct?
Correct.
Until the end of their turn. All right. Surreal, you're stable, unconscious, can't really do anything. So that brings us to the swarm of rats, and they will attack Varus again.
Yep.
Disadvantage is a 7. They miss.
Okay.
Brings us to the one in front of Surreal. He's going to... I am going to be fair. What is it? Slash roll d20?
I think so. I think it's
Slash
back.
R. D20.
Slash R.
1D20.
All right, so he decides to take his longbow out and shoot Barry instead of hitting Surreal. So shoots longbow. That's 12.
Misses.
All right, so that brings us to Barris.
All right. I'm gonna continue trying to hit these rats with my rapier. 10.
That hits,
Oh, nice. 11 points of damage.
and the rats are destroyed.
Thank God. I got
Thank God.
Hey, we
bonus
stopped one
action.
thing.
So I'm just going to remove them from the map. Instead of putting an X over them, they're going to be hard to...
I got nothing else to do.
Alright, let me just remove them from the map. Alright, so that brings us to... So Rex, you have these snakes near you, and you have that... you have the other 3 things on the board.
Yeah, I know that I can't do anything to the snakes, and so I'm gonna go after the God. Which of the lizard people has been hurt the most?
The one you had under control.
I'm gonna run back to it and attack it. Guess I'll also use my bonus action to drink a potion. Um, five.
Okay. Those snakes get a disadvantage attack of opportunity. That is 19. Jesus. No, yeah, 19.
Yeah, both
Snakes
of them
are incredible.
I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Give me a DC 10.
They, con save.
Yep. All right, so you take 6
Yeah.
points of damage because they're less than half of them, so you take half damage.
Okay. Attacking the lizard person.
19.
19 to hit.
That
Yeah,
hits.
For 11 damage plus the 1d6 from being big. Another
Okay.
4, so 15 total.
All right, so how do you want to dismember him?
Yes.
Cut the fucker in half.
All right. So you slice down, just cut him right in half, shoulder to hip, and he just slides off and onto the deck. And this one is dead.
Thank God.
All right, and just you're over here now, just so I remember that. All right, so that brings us top of the round.
Oh, well, I can still use the rest of my movement after I
Oh, yeah,
the
go ahead.
attack, right?
Where
And
you-
so then I'll move the other.
Yep.
I think it's 3 spaces towards the other lizard thing.
All right, so these. I'm so sorry, Tom. These snakes, with you being the only one nearby, are going to attack you.
that
10.
hits.
They roll with
10?
disadvantage because they're less than half of them.
Okay, that misses.
All right, so the snakes miss you. And that moves on to you. You have 1 hit point, and you are prone.
I'm going to take a potion. 8 points of healing.
All right.
Screw it. I'm going to use both of them because...
So you're
That's
using your
what-
action as well.
Yes.
Okay.
7.
All right, so
All
you're
right.
up 15. Yep, and that,
I don't feel so terrible anymore yet. Until I kill something.
So that brings us to the other snakes. They're going to attack. I will roll the d20 again. The luck d20. So they're gonna attack, and if they hit, what's your DC? Is Surreal?
13.
Okay. So if they hit, you just go unconscious.
Okay.
And they do, so you're just unconscious.
Okay.
All right, Barry.
Oh, sorry. Rinse and repeat. Spare the dying on Surreal. I see her go
stable.
down, and I just touch her. Spare the dying, so she's stable.
I hope that UG is in
And
canon.
then
Yeah, he's like,
it is. And then same thing. I'll just use my thunder gauntlets to. Did they attack with disadvantage, by the way? Because they had disadvantage. The snakes.
Was a 15 hit?
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have hit
Yeah.
me.
So
Oh, okay. Okay. So same thing. I'll just use my thunder gauntlets again to hit the snakes. 16 to hit.
okay, 16 hits. Roll damage.
7 points of lightning damage.
All right, and they have disadvantage again. All right, and still a little more than half there.
Jesus.
Surreal again. We go. Rats are done. Okay, this guy again. Slash roll d20. All right. Let's see if he hits you, Surreal. And yep, 15 hits.
Yeah.
All right, so you are unconscious again. So that brings us to Barris.
I'm gonna attack this Yan T
Okay.
right here.
Oh, and since you went down, he doesn't have that hex anymore.
16 to hit.
All right, 16 hits. Roll damage.
8.
Points of damage. All right. And he's starting to look bloody. You see some, blood start oozing out of his the wound that you caused with your sword here. And he definitely looks a little bit weaker. So that brings us to Rex.
I have flanking on it,
Yep,
right?
advantage.
Towards the person. Yeah. Cool.
Hmm, 12.
So seriously, 12. Okay.
12 hits.
For 15 damage.
15 damage. As he turns to look at you, Barris, you see Rex come in behind him. Giant Rex comes in and slashes the Auntie in the back. And you see him fall to one knee. And more blood starts gushing out of both your wound and the one that Rex just caused. All right.
Okay.
At the top of the round. The snakes next to Iggy. They roll with disadvantage. That would be... be honest, you see the two 20s as the first one?
22. The
Yeah.
26 and 22 came through first.
Okay. So
We need to
22.
figure out why this thing's rolling twice.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, so 22. And
Yeah, that hits.
give me a con save.
Nine.
Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage, and would that be 6 points of poison damage?
Okay.
I think you're at 1 hit point, or roughly around there.
6.
6. Okay. All right, so you're still standing, and that brings us to you.
And I'm going to attack the snakes.
Okay,
Once quarterstaff,
that hits.
and that's a 20. $10 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else to it? Or
I'm going to do an unarmed strike.
okay. Hits.
16. And 4 points of damage.
So you knock most of them away with the quarterstaff, and then you just punch. You get them lined all up and punch the rest out with your fist, and the snakes are gone.
Thank God.
All right. So that brings us to the other snakes. Right, they're up there. Okay. Roll d20. Okay. Let's see if they hit you. Cyril. They have disadvantage. And they miss with an 8. So you were good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, let's see. That brings us to Barry.
Okay.
So
I'm just
she is
gonna
now
keep hitting the
stable. You don't
snakes.
have to use spare to dying this time.
Yeah, she's okay. Bonus action.
Yep.
Give her one of my potions.
That would be your... to just give it to her is a bonus action. To feed it to her is an action.
Okay. Then. Has she gone yet?
She'll go next.
Cyril,
but
did she
she's,
go?
But no, she wouldn't
Okay.
do anything.
So bonus action, I'll give her one of my potions.
Just to
then
clarify,
action.
when she goes, it's just going to skip her because she's just basically unconscious but
Yeah,
not dying.
I can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her,
Okay.
first level, and that is 1d8 plus 3. 11 points of healing.
All right, so you're up.
Oh, 11?
You're up
Yeah,
at
hold
11,
on.
Cyril, but you are still prone.
Thank you.
Not that you're going to be moving,
Okay.
but so you're going to use half your movement to stand on your turn, I assume.
Okay.
And
Yeah. So what else, Barry? Because I believe Cure Wounds, you can't cast that as a bonus action, correct?
No, that's my action.
Yep.
And I can cast
You
the
can
bonus
cast.
action. I can cast Sanctuary.
Yep. You can do a cantrip. Yep. Or whatever. Some spells are bonus actions.
Yeah, this Sanctuary is a bonus action. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. So I'll cast Sanctuary on Surreal. So that everyone has...
Okay.
Anyone who attacks you has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Quick question. She can
Cool.
attack out of it?
If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll let you think about that, Baragon.
I can't do anything else, so
Okay. So are you going to cast it?
she's not going
or-
to be able to do anything, right? Yeah, I'll cast it on her.
Okay. So you see Sanctuary come over you. Surreal, it's your turn.
Okay.
You have the chance for one turn if you want to heal. I don't know if you have any
Well,
actions to do that.
I have a question. So as a bonus action, I can cast Tentacles of the Deep and move it to attack an enemy. I mean, I guess that's
Yeah,
casting.
it's a spell. Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, essentially
Casting
what
a spell.
Sanctuary does, it allows you to heal.
Got it.
If you need to.
I think I only had 2 potions though, and I used them. Right, we were only allowed 2 potions.
Yeah. So you can take the chance to attack the 2 enemies left on the board. Or
Yeah.
just as they say in RPGs, choose defense.
You can move.
Yeah, you can move and still have Sanctuary.
True.
Disengage.
You can
I mean, I
actually,
also
like,
haven't.
there is a defense action.
Yeah.
Like, you can literally defend yourself, and it makes you significantly harder to hit.
All right, I'll do
don't
that.
remember what
Haven't
it is.
done anything the last 3 turns. I'll just move. I'll move back here. So I'm still in range if I want to do something later.
All right. So that brings us to
So it's the dodge action, and
yeah.
when you take the dodge action until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. So,
Okay.
good.
There we go. What does the Wisdom save do in the Sanctuary, Baragon?
If they fail, they have to target another creature.
Okay. You know what? Just since this has been tough enough, I don't know how that would work with a reaction. Or
What do you mean?
like, because since she didn't disengage, snakes will get a chance to attack her.
Can we just say that she disengaged?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll just let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say she disengaged instead of dodged.
Yep. So we're good. The Yanti will attack Barris here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Ignore that.
Okay.
6. So
That missed.
misses. I think the other one missed too, right? It was a 10.
What was the other? Yeah, that missed too.
Yeah. So. All right. So that's his thing. Barris, you're up.
All right. I'm hitting him. I really wanted to use Hellish Rebuke on him, but maybe next time. But I'm going to hit him with the rapier with
All right, yep.
advantage because
Yep.
we're flanking. 19 to hit. Ooh, 14 points of damage.
All right. Do you do anything else damage-wise, or just the 14?
That's it.
Okay. All right. So he looks really rough. He's now on 2 knees, sort of gasping for air in front of you. He looks really
I don't think
rough.
I have anything. Yeah, because I used all my superiority dice.
Yeah. So he's sort of
Really
facing
wanted that kill.
he's sort of facing the snakes between you and Rex, and that brings us to Rex.
All right. Lizard person. I still have advantage, right?
Yep.
Roll twice. 18.
All right. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does this
Finally
look
got it
like?
Different. No, I got the extra 5 damage.
Yeah.
18 damage.
So 18.
I'll have to chop this one in half
Okay.
and say, quit fucking with our heads.
So you come down and you chop this one horizontally in half in front, and then 2 pieces land between you and Barris. And you have taken out the Yanti, and the snakes are still on the board. So 18.
Are you sure they don't all scatter after the Yunti who were controlling them are dead?
Yeah. I'm gonna have them roll for it. But someone gets a turn before that anyway. Ignatius, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to move over here. Can I move to where the Yanti was since it's there?
Yeah, he's... yeah. I'll move him off the board for you.
So I'm going to get advantage on these stupid snakes.
Yep. That's what I was hoping
And
for.
attack with my quarterstaff.
Alright, let's see if you crit.
Sure.
Nope,
19
hits.
to hit. And 7 damage.
Okay, and roll your second attack.
20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And 3 damage.
Alright. So they're down to a third, a little less than a third here.
Does he have that advantage on the second attack?
Oh, yeah, I do. Hang on.
Yeah.
In case you crit.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yep, there
And
you
I
go.
Nice.
Thank God. So it's 6 damage.
Okay. So that still there, but there's now less than a fifth of them there. So it gets to them. I will roll a what did I have here? Alright, so I will roll. We'll just go with the old luck thing. Let's roll. That's a 10. So they scatter away and into the ocean, and there are no more enemies left on the board. Here for you guys.
Yay.
Dear God.
We survived somehow.
Yeah, see?
Somehow.
You guys can do tough
Totally
battles.
cheated it, but we survived.
All right. All right, so you guys pick up from this battle here. You dust off your wounds. You get take a full rest here as you take the rest of the journey into the port. Surreal instructs the staff to sort of take over while you guys tend to your wounds. You pull into the town of Astoria. Very much the gaudy port town that you know it to be, Surreal. You walk in, and as you guys enter into town, you run into the as you dock. You run into the dockmaster, there, and he says, how can I help you? Can I direct you anywhere?
I believe we're headed to the Dire Straits. Sound familiar to you, sir?
Yes, the Dire Straits, and he points, and you see in gigantic lit up letters, like the flames coming off them and stuff, on top of this huge building, the Dire Straits Bar and Grill. And that is where we'll end the episode.